Yeah, it's a simple thing. Number one, we are law-abiding citizens of this great country, Nigeria and Lagos State. But let me state this categorically. Number one, how would you ask markets to open 3 days, 3 days in a week? And those markets are places you go, you see a lot of crowd, nothing is being managed. And at the end of the day, you're asking a prayer house. Church is a prayer house. You're asking a prayer house to shut down. And when you come to church, church is just a place where things could be managed. You know, you come in, you ask us, okay, these are regulations. You get your sanitizer, get some other things, rules that must be obeyed, give how many meters away from each other and all that, and that could be obeyed. But in the market, nobody obeys that. Everybody goes to the market. I personally visited one of the markets here in Lagos, and if you see the crowd, nothing. And at the end of the day, you're shutting the church. What is going on? I think something is wrong somewhere. And the major thing is, I think even the religious leaders are not together. This one will be saying something else from somewhere. This one will be from somewhere saying something else. And because of the whole thing, I think that's why no decision has been taken. Please, I think church should be reopened. Religious gatherings should be reopened so that, by the grace of God, in the prayer houses, I know how many people that called in our brother said they had this that we prayed online for, and they testified of, their deliverances, which has made some of the videos and all that and sent to us. And I can tell you categorically that it is God that has the final say in everything. Give the church regulations and start reopen religious gatherings, for Christ's sake. Because if markets are on, why would you open a prayer house? A prayer house that brings solutions to all these things? We don't just understand. I call on the governor, SANWO-OLU, please, Your Excellency, with all due respect, I think you need to revisit this announcement you just made, I think 24 or 48 hours ago, so that we can go on and, we can go on and do this worship by the grace of God. And I believe by mercy and by the grace of God and by the infinite mercy of God that we are going to come out of all this. So I'm calling on religious leaders to come together. So, and finally, due to we are law-abiding citizens of this great country and church, I have cancelled the service that's supposed to resume on Sunday with a great thanksgiving of the Lord, and we are now calling on that our online service resumes as normal, 12 o'clock Nigerian time and 6 p.m. in the evening for our calling programs till when we hear the government again reopen the services. But by the grace of God, we are asking Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, to revisit all this whole thing. If there are other gatherings like markets and all that, which is more populated than even some churches, which cannot be regulated, but in the church it could be regulated, we are asking him to please revisit it so the church will resume. But our online service continues from Sunday. We are law-abiding citizens, so we're going to obey the directives of the government. And on Sunday, 12 o'clock in the afternoon time, Nigerian time, and the 6 p.m. in the evening calling program. So we call you to join us to the glory of God as we continue worshiping God. Amen, and God bless you.